Oh, it's getting very exciting here at Reading. Top of the league and the January transfer window. Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer. And yes, we're trying to get this football club back into the Premier League. But before we go any further, let's have a little look at what's been going on. And we have moved one or two of the fringe players out, most of them on loan. But if you notice there, the big one is Sean Stanton, our young superstar attacking midfielder. And he's gone to AC Milan for 30 million, rising to 38.5 million. And, well, what have I done with that money, I hear you asking? The problem is we're only on a 55% retained on the transfer value. So I didn't get a huge amount of it. But what I have got, I've spent quite wisely. And, of course, the other 45% is gone to bolster the bank balance. So we're actually not looking too bad in the bank now as well. And I'm not sure whether I did show you this one in the last video, but Alassane Traore, 20-year-old winger, looks very, very good. And, we do need some cover on the wings. Sticking with that theme, a right winger this time. We've got him on loan from Brentford, Mateus Goncalves. And he's only a 2-star with the potential to be 3.5, but he's very quick. He's got a 17 for flair. These are the players I think that will actually get us into the Premier League. But once we're there, we are going to have to look for better quality. We needed some cover at centre-back, so a loan in from Tottenham. Sheldon Hart, 20-year-old centre-back, left-footed, but he's reasonable with his right as well. 6'4", so he can definitely head a ball, and he will definitely get some game time. 2.8 million next for a permanent transfer, 24-year-old Janko Jevremovic. And he's a right winger, so we're getting nicely set up now with some wingers, taking us into the end of the season. And I think this lad will be a bit of a superstar for us. 5 million to Manchester City next. Anybody coming from Manchester City has got some pedigree. So it's a 23-year-old central midfielder, but he can play that attacking mid as well. With Sean Stanton leaving, we do need some, we need some bodies in there. And this lad, he's more than a body. I think he'll do very well for us. And it's Luka Banicic, I think his name is. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that. 3-star with the potential to be 4. Plenty of experience having been at Manchester City, and he's been starting games for us. And £1 million to Juventus for 23-year-old Croatian and Fabijan Krivac. He can play right through the middle, so he can put his foot in, he can do a bit of creating, and we're getting strength in depth now all over the pitch, and this team is beginning to feel much like my own now. And just a quick look at the wage expenditure graph now. Luton Town way out in front, £2 million. We're 12th. So, again, we're having to cut our cloth. We're not the wealthiest of clubs, but I think I'm doing the best I can with the money that's available. And we have raked in record transfer income, 68 million. So, doing some really good business financially. And with a previous spend record of 19 million, we've actually smashed that now. And 23.5 million I've spent becomes the new record for Reading Football Club in the transfer market. So just 5 games played since you were last with me, and we had that draw against Birmingham. We followed that up with a home game against West Brom. So the Midlands clubs are really doing us a little bit this season, and we lost that 1-0, and I kind of feared the worst, thought, okay, here we go, is this a slide that we're going to go on? But no, the next 3 games, 2 away games, Sheffield United and Wimbledon, 3-1 and 1-0 respectively. The Wimbledon was the FA Cup 4th round, so yes, we are through to the 5th round of the FA Cup, which obviously is going to bring a little bit of money in, not a huge amount, but anyway, it's all well received. Ipswich next at home, a nice 4-1 win in that one. We really piled on the pressure in the second half, and we scored 3 goals, made it a 4-1 win. Nice result that. And then we had a home game against Norwich. Bearing in mind Norwich are looking for a playoff position themselves, so you can never underestimate Norwich. And a 1-1 in that one. We were losing 1-0, but we managed to sneak it and get a 1-1. And with all the teams now having played 31 games, so there's 15 games of the season left now, we are sitting proudly on top, 65 points. Stoke are coming in second at 58, so they're 7 points behind us. Luton are in third place, that dreaded third place that would put any team into the playoffs with 56 points. So we're actually is at 9 points ahead of that third place. So at this moment in time, well, dare we mention the P word? Let's not mention it. We don't want to put the mockers on it, do we? So today we have 2 away games, Stockport County and Queen's Park Rangers. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. So welcome along to Edgeley Park here in Stockport. And we are having to deal with 1 or 2 injuries at the moment, but we've got all the new signings that we can bring in. So really good strength in depth. So the team is Boyce Clark in goal, back 4 of Guinness Walker, Turns, Cresswell and Sangare, Crowley and Stepanovic in midfield in the DMs. The 2 wingers are Traore and Goncalves, the new lad on the right wing. Banicic is going to be the attacking midfielder today, so we get a chance to have a look at 2 of the new players. And we've got Dennis Skull up front, who is hit a little bit of a dry spell. And let's hope this game today is not going to be a banana skin. Stockport County, rock bottom. They've got a goal difference of -26. So, well, my record against teams near the bottom is not great. And up to now, we're not doing the business. So the first highlight goes to Stockport County. They're going to chip a ball into the box. And that is... the second attempt is taken by Boyce Clark. We do need to step it up a little bit in this game. So I have gone on to an attacking mentality now, but we don't seem to be performing particularly well in this game. But then that's not surprising, because against the lower rated teams in the league, we do tend to struggle a little bit, or at least my teams do. And there we have a perfect example. Gull, who is a free scoring centre forward, heads the ball way over the bar. So we come back again now. Can we get a foot on that ball? Yes, we can, but it actually ends up with a Stockport player. Stockport now in the penalty area, and they get a chance there. Those normally go in the back of the net, but fortunately this time it didn't do. Corner comes in now, near post. Can somebody get out to that ball? Can we put a little bit of pressure on? And yes, Banicic now picks the ball up, but that's a very, very loose ball forward. And I have to say, this is a very, very poor showing against the bottom team in the league. This team have been abysmal all season. So we're going to say we're far from pleased. 3 changed at half time. I think we have played a lot of games and very close together as well. So I think the problem may well be tiredness. So 3 changes at half time. The young kid Hart has come on at centre back, and I've changed both my wingers. So Cruz and Jeremovic has come on the right wing and left wing respectively. And dropping 2 points in this game would not be ideal. As you remember, Stoke was 7 points behind us, and I would like to try and keep that gap for as long as possible. But anyway, do get a highlight now. And the winger, the new winger there, Jeremovic, I can't remember his name now, but actually gives the ball away. So ball played out by the keeper, very loose. Yao Cruz now is coming forward on this left-hand side. Fresh pair of legs, puts the ball in the box, and it's headed away. Stockport now coming forward on an attack of their own, but Guinness Walker does really well, nips in smartly, pinches the ball, and we're going to start now a counter-attack. But everybody in the Stockport colours is behind the ball, and they've got 1 player in our half. No, they've not. Every player is now behind the ball. So we're trying to draw them out here. We're trying to do something that would benefit us in a goal scoring opportunity, and that is very nice on this left hand side. And Dennis Skull there with another header just over the bar. So 8 shots now, 2 on target, an XG of 0.83, which is not amazing. 54% possession. 76 minutes, last 2 changes, gone 2 up top now. Alba has gone up top with Dennis Gold playing as a target forward, and Krivak, the new lad that we've got in, he's going to play the DLP with Crowley moving over and playing a box-to-box. And it's out of my hands now. I've made as many changes as I can. We've gone attacking. There's not a lot more that I can do. It looks like we're going to have to settle for a point against the bottom club in the league. And that is very, very, very disappointing. I don't know how many verries I can get in there, but not enough. Very disappointing that against Stockport. That was a game I would have expected to win 4 or 5-0, and we haven't done. Very, very poor. Well, we got away with it a little bit. Stoke did lose their home game, so they've dropped into 3rd place, and Luton have jumped into that 2nd position. Still 7 points behind us, so we have got away with one a little bit. And the next game coming up is against QPR, 22nd in the league. Can we put on a display and score some goals against these low-rated teams? It seems to be very difficult, and I don't know why. Maybe it's tiredness in the team. We have played a lot of games, and remember, we're still in the FA Cup. We'll see you very shortly for the QPR game. Well, welcome to Loftus Road for this away game against Queen's Park Rangers. So 1 or 2 changes to the team today. We are suffering with tiredness, I think, and I think that's what did us against Stockport. So I've made a few changes. Boyce Clark in goal, back 4 of Ismail, Turns, Hart and Sangare. Krivak, the new lad, is going to play as the ball-winning midfield player. Martin, who I'm having to promise some game time. He is getting a bit whingy, so he's going to play the DLP, but a little bit further forward. Traore and Goncalves on the wings. Yao Cruz comes in today in the attacking midfielder role, and we have Dennis Gull as the pressing forward. And 20 minutes on the clock, we do get our first highlight. In this game, we do seem to have started a lot better. 5 shots, 2 on target. So maybe that little bit more energy that we've got with the new players on the pitch. But I've shot there straight away, fired over the top, and the XG is 0.33. But at the moment, it's all ready. Traore now is going to swing the corner in. Can we get ahead on that? No, we can't. Hart now. The young kid that we've got on loan from Tottenham, Traore, is going to have a pop at that. Yes, he is, and that's on the back of the net, but it's been flagged offside. So even when we get the ball in the back of the net, it's still not a goal. I don't know what we have to do. 8 shots, 2 on target. Back again with another highlight. Sangare now. Yao Cruz, back to Hart. Onto the wing, Sangare, very congested. Try and get the ball over the left-hand side if you can. He's going to have a run down that side. Swings the ball in the box. And that was the worst header, I think, that you've ever seen in football. Moving into half-time now. 10 shots, 2 on target. An XG of 1.03. QPR have not actually got out of the dressing room yet. Couple of changes at half-time. Right wing has been changed. Jeremovic has come on the right wing. Both wingers are now on attacking. Alba has come on for Gull up front, and he's come on as an attacking forward, and I've pushed Yao Cruz a little bit further forward. And coming up to 70 minutes on the clock, well, 67 minutes now, we get our first highlight of the second half. So we seem to have hit a little bit of a rough patch just at the wrong time of the season. We're not firing on all cylinders, but this is a nice little passage of play. And Hugo Alba here just fires on the wrong side of that post, and that seems to be the way it's going for us at the moment. 15 shots, 4 on target. QPR now with their first highlight of the game. And this would be a big injustice if this went in. And that has gone in. QPR are winning 1-0. They've done absolutely nothing in the game. 70 minutes, QPR 1, Reading 0. And crucially, the linesman kept his flag down. This is shocking. 73 minutes, and with the poorest of displays. Again, 2 teams that are right at the bottom of the league, and we're top of the league by a way. I don't really understand this. I'm not understanding it at all. So last 3 changes, Yao Cruz has gone out onto the left wing, although he is playing as an inside forward. Guinness Walker has come on as left wing back, but he's going to push forward. Banicic has come on as the shadow striker, and Crowley has come on as the DLP. Can we create something? I mean, we need 2 goals to win this game now, and we don't look like scoring 1. And when you look at the stats, QPR, 1 shot, 1 on target, 17, 4, and an extra 1.61 for Reading. And there's about 10 minutes of this game left, and the only highlight we get now is QPR highlights. Can we win that ball? Nice ball out on that side to Yao Cruz. He has got the ability to cut in. Banicic now, and fires the ball wide of the post. Oh my word. Beam me up, Scotty. What is going on here? This is shocking. Humped ball forward. We have gone long ball, by the way. It's not really my preferred method, but we need to do something in this game. Sangare now. Yao Cruz, ball forward. Banicic now puts the ball in the back of the net. But as you can see there, the linesman's flag is up again. We've had the ball in the back of the net now twice, and the linesman's flag's gone up both times. Another chance. Guinness Walker now. Guinness Walker again. Hoops the ball into the box. Crowley now. We're having lots of chances here. That's in the back of the net. Is the linesman going to flag that one offside as well? It's maybe looking like he's not. So we've got to go back. Right, come on lads, we need another one now to win this game. Oh my words, am I looking forward to getting them in the dressing room, because they are going to get the biggest rocket that they've had. I mean, they don't call me Gobby for nothing. When I need to be, I can be extremely Gobby. The ball is placed on the centre circle and the centre spot, and that's very, very poor. Right, Jarovic now running down this right hand side, ball into the box. Ball's headed out. Guinness Walker now playing a little bit higher. And the ball is getting on. There's a penalty being given. That is a penalty, referee. Can we put this ball in the back of the net? We don't have many penalties this season. To be honest, I can't remember the last penalty that we had. But Hugo Alba steps up and the keeper saves it. Wouldn't you just know it? Oh my word. Oh, if this wasn't a family channel, the expletives would be, well, I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. And so again, we're going to give them another rocket. How many more times? 4 points drop now against, look at the league table. Where are QPR? 22nd. A goal difference of -27. Take the point off us. Stockport County, bottom, with a goal difference of -26. Took a point off us. I mean, how we are still top, I don't know. So let's have a look at what results. Stoke won 2-0 against Ipswich, so they've had a nice little win there. So that puts them 6 points behind us. We are still top of the league, and we have got a very, very good goal difference. And the way we're playing at the moment, that could become very, very important. What did Luton do? Luton had a 2-2 with Plymouth. This is awful. Well, I'm just back from giving, I'm surprised I've still got a voice. I'm just back from giving the players the roasting of their lives. If they don't know the next game when they play, they've got to go out and give it 150%. All of them, every single player in the squad, they've got to go out and give it 150%, because this is not good enough. This is awful. Do we want to get into the Premier League? Of course, well, I do. I'm not so sure about the players. Okay, let's try and calm down a little bit and we'll move on. Going to play some games off camera now. Let's see if we can get this bunch of, well, buffoons. Let's call them what it is. A bunch of buffoons. Let's try and get him playing like a football team again and doing what they do best. Playing football and putting that white round thing between the two white sticks. We'll see you very shortly for another 2 games with me, the Gobby Gaffer, here at Reading Football Club.